Welcome to Black Shell Sports Talk. It's your boy Goody Good. Pledge allegiance to the nation. Hit that like and subscribe button if you're rocking with me. If not, you can walk the plank. Week 2 recap. Let's get it.
On the track.
Lie to you, I'm hot, y'all. You know what I mean? That was a bad way to lose the game. That was a terrible, terrible way to lose the game. But this is like the starters' first 2 preseason games, man. Let's be honest. They're not comfortable with the playbook, especially Derek Carr. Derek Carr is not comfortable with this playbook, and truthfully honest, he's going to need a lot more games to get before he's comfortable with this playbook. It's going to be a lot of games where you're going to see inconsistencies in the offense because this is new for everybody. And this is not an easy offense to run, okay? We have the superstar talent to compete. We showed in the first half how this offense can look when it's ran correctly. But the second half, let's talk about the negatives, man. The negatives are this. Number one, the number one thing that just flashes off the screen to me is Chandler Jones. I'm starting to worry about this a little bit. Like, there's plays I seen him just standing there. Literally, like just standing there. If it wasn't going in his direction, he would stop on the play. He wasn't giving a lot of effort on it. Almost like he was moving gingerly, like maybe he's fighting an injury, a nagging injury or something that happened. I don't know what's going on with Chandler Jones. But either way, if he's going to be looking like that, I don't care what we're paying him. Put Kuntz out there because that effort is unacceptable, man. Like, if Max is going all out, you know, we know our DTs aren't playing that very good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm disappointed in Chandler Jones right now. That's the number one thing. The number two thing is the same thing that a lot of us have already recognized is that Illuminor is not a starting right tackle. To me, Monfort looks like he has more potential. He's not there yet. He's a rookie. He shows rookie traits out there on the field, but I'd rather have him out there full time than have Illuminor go out there and get embarrassed again. I just didn't like the way he was playing. I thought the last game he did a little bit better against the pass than Monfort did. But, you know, this game, it just showed, you know, quickly, really early in the game. You know, it didn't take long for JJ to get in there and was just destroying our line. And why we haven't picked up somebody like a Darrell Williams, I have no clue. We have the cap space. You know, if this is supposed to be an all-out season where we go and try to get it, I know learning the system is going to take a while, but let's make a decision, McDaniels. Everybody else in the nation, I'm not going to say everybody else. Most of us could see that Monfort should start over Illuminor. That's my number two thing. Negatives. The defensive tackles, man. Why we haven't went out there and paid that $9 million to Donkey Kong, I don't know why, but I think him and Bilal in the middle would be better than having, you know, Billings or, you know, like I just don't. see a lot with them. And I think our defensive tackles could be holding this defense back a little bit. The defensive tackles and Chandler Jones. I think the only one on our line that has showed something is Max consistently. I see a little bit in Nichols, but the rest of those cats, man, I'm like, put Kuntz out there or something. Put some Tayshawn Bauer out there. Chandler just is not getting it done. The defensive tackles aren't getting it done. The linebacker play, I think, is a positive. The DB play, I think, is a positive. So those are my negatives on the game. Is the play calling is number 4. We had such great play calling in the first half. The second half, we got way too conservative, and conservative in a bad way because we weren't running the ball as much as I think we should have. If we're going to have 5 running backs on the roster, they obviously can't stop the run. When we spread them out and have a running back in the backfield, they don't know what to do. So why aren't we running the ball? Why aren't we seeing more of Brenton Brown? How about Zamir White or Abdullah? Why aren't we seeing the rest of these running backs in there to spell off a JJ and put some more rushing? We don't have to pass all day, man. We don't have to pass all day. We have the talent to where we could run it down people's throats too. And I know that Josh wasn't averaging 4 or 5 yards a carry, but he was being effective. You know what I'm saying? And it was certain run plays or certain plays that were, third and short, especially on the last play that, Renfro fumbled. And we're going to get to that too. The last play that Renfro fumbled, I think that could have easily been a run play. The play before that could have been a run play. We were right there in field goal range. There's no reason for you to pass it on those downs. There's no reason why Derek Carr cannot audible out of that play if Josh McDaniels called that play. But like I said, that comes with him not being comfortable with this offense. So he's just going to go with whatever McDaniels is calling pretty much right now. He did do an audible where we had a run, and it seemed like they were blitzing Buda Baker, but I would have left it as a run. We were right there. We could have probably gashed him. I don't understand. DC confuses me sometimes on where I want to lean with him. Do I want to full out ride with him, and say that's my quarterback, or should I just be like, yo, it's 9 years in, man. It's 9 years in. I don't care how many playbooks you're going through. If you're going to be a top 10 quarterback, you're going to be, your brother's talking about you a Hall of Famer if you do this. Like, yo, start winning first, man. Start winning. I know this is only 2 games into the season, so I'm not going to start the DC hate. Oh, you a hater, DC this. No, but let's be real. You guys out there saying that this was the defense's fault, you guys do not know football at all, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not the defense's fault that we lost this game. It's the offense's fault that we lost this game. The defense had them up 20-0 in the first half. In the second half, Derek Carr and this offense could not keep consistent drives. Okay? They couldn't convert on third down. There was a lot of 3 and outs. All right? And it kept our defense on the field. We were on the field for damn near the whole third quarter. Like at least 2/3 of the third quarter. And then 75% of the fourth quarter, the defense was on the field, bro. They was on the field down there. 75% of the second half, they was on the field. Because Derek Carr was doing 3 and out, pass. McDaniels calling these crazy plays. The play calling was atrocious. The execution was atrocious in the second half. But that all comes to these starters aren't comfortable with the playbook yet. They're not comfortable with the connections. They don't know what to do in this situation or that. I do see the genius behind McDaniels' play designs. That red zone play to Devontae for our first touchdown was a beautiful design play. It was gorgeous. The first drive that we had in the game, that's how our team is supposed to look. I think that we will start looking like that team later on in the season. Right now, we're going to have some growing pains. It's frustrating. We got to stick with it. We got to keep riding with DC. I'm mad at him right now. I'm mad at Hunter Renfrow. I wore your jersey today, man. I wore your jersey today. I'm mad at you, but I'm not like some of these other cats talking about Hunter Renfrow sucks. You stupid, man. Come on. Hunter Renfrow don't suck, dude. How many bad games has Hunter Renfrow had for us? You know, if he's had a whole bunch, this is the first bad game I remember. I remember he fumbled a kick like when he was a rookie. You know what I'm saying? But Hunter don't have bad games like this. So this tells you that the whole offense is not comfortable yet with this playbook. It's going to take us some time. We're going to take our beatings and our lumpings, but that's still no excuse to lose this game the way we did. DC needs to be playing better. Yeah, he needs to play better. He needs to get this connection right with Waller. He's still not hitting him on the big design plays to make this offense move. And, yeah, that's what I'm going to say with that. But the positives are this. I am super impressed with Mac Hollins. I think that was an incredible pickup in free agency. I see him having over 1,000 yards this season. He's going to be dynamic. And that's all I got for y'all right now. So until then, mateys. Until next episode, I'm out.